in our tradition, placing a hand on another's head is a symbol of transference. As in this week's portion, Moses is commanded to put his hand on Joshua's head because Joshua is going to be designated as the successor to Moses. So the putting the hand on the head would be a symbol of transference of spirituality, transference of wisdom, extending Moses' wisdom to Joshua. The Torah says that when it came to the actual blessing, Moses put his hands, two hands, on Joshua's head. And the great commentary Rashi explains that this depicts and describes Moses' extra level of generosity, his level of giving. One hand would have been enough. It would have sufficed. Moses wanted his transference to be bountiful. The same similar concept is found by Aaron the Kohen. The Torah tells us that Aaron blessed the Jewish people. Now, did he bless extending one hand, or did he bless extending two hands? Looking at the verse in the Torah, the word in the Torah says, the letters say yodo, his hand. But we have a tradition down from Moses that whenever we read that word, even though it says yodo, his hand, regarding Aaron, we read it as yodav, his hands. This is a concept called kri and ksiv. Sometimes you have words in the Torah that are written one way, we read it another way. So here, the word for Aaron's blessing is written his hand, but it's read his hands. And Rav Pam explains that his hand would have been enough for the blessing. But Aaron, like Moses, wanted to convey an extra measure of generosity. When it comes to the blessing of Aaron, it's an extra measure of love. Because when you give a blessing needs to come out of love. The two hands symbolizes an extra measure of love. We are now in the middle of the 3 weeks remembering the destruction of our holy temple. The Talmud says that the second temple was destroyed because of sinas chinam, because of baseless hatred that Jews felt towards one another or didn't feel proper love. So our teshuvah, what our behavior should be, generating love with two hands, an extra measure of love. In other words, when we are interacting with a family member, with a fellow Jew, remember, especially during these 3 weeks, am I generating love? But is it love with one hand, or is it love with two hands? Can I even give an extra measure of love? Can I give a better smile? Can I give an extra measure of feeling? That's a great question to ask in our every interaction, and we'll see that every time you ask that question, we'll see that you can always do more. You can always smile more. You can always generate more feeling. And in that merit, may Hashem answer our prayers, and may we see the rebuilding of our holy temple speedily and soon. Have a fabulous Shabbos.